This person can't be real. Man, I have always seen Charlie Kirk's content here and there. And, I came across another clip. You know what? He can't be real, but also at the same time, he is the essence of what every Biden voter, every blue no matter who person is thinking. All of their intrusive thoughts that they don't say out loud because they don't want to look bad and it hurts their virtue signaling points. He is the essence of all of this. And he does what no one can do. He makes Charlie Kirk speechless for a brief moment of time. And that's hard to do. So this kid's done the impossible here. Check this kid out.
Biden's going to win in a landslide. Lowest unemployment in 60 years, baby.
What about inflation? You have any questions about inflation?
Inflation's going down.
Actually, it's going up.
It's going down. Gas prices are down. Gas prices are down. Inflation is down. Cope, seethe.
Why is the Fed then raising rates? How many illegals are coming across the border every day?
A lot.
So about 10 to 15,000 a day. Do you think Joe Biden...
And they're all going to vote Dem.
You're okay? Can you say that again?
The illegals? Well... illegals. Yeah, they're coming here. They're going to vote Democrat, and we're going to win.
So you are admitting that you're admitting the border is a political tactic by the Democrat Party. Joe Biden is opening the floodgates of this country because he wants to hold on to political power. We've been saying this for a long time.
Proof.
You just admitted it. What is he doing to secure the border? When you have 15,000 people a day coming across your southern border,
who cares?
That is not a mistake.
Who cares?
But who cares? Do you believe in borders?
I believe that... No borders, no. One world government.
And final pitch for Joe Biden? No borders, lots of war, more spying, and bankrupt the country?
He's still going to win.
You guys might win an election, but that will be the death of America if that is the case.
I believe Biden's going to win in a landslide.
Charlie Kirk, this has to be the first kid that Charlie Kirk wanted to fight. He just paused. He went, can you say that again? You talking to me? Wait, hold on. Say it again. No, it's fine. Stand back, security. Hold on. Say that again. These are all the thoughts. And honestly, this kind of has to be the liberal mindset a little bit. When they see all these people coming through, there's no, he's just bold enough to say it out loud. But they all have to be thinking that, there's millions of people coming through and they're all going to vote Democrat. They're all going to love Biden because he's letting them in. They all have to have this thought process, or at least have this thought graze past their mind at least once or twice as they see what's happening with the border. Especially if they have the what is called luxury belief. Luxury belief is like, for example, no one is illegal. And everybody who's coming across the border, they all just need bread and food and jobs, and that's why they're doing it, and just let them all in. But you live in a high-class Beverly Hills gated community. For you, it's a luxury belief. You have that belief, but the consequences of what you're believing in, what you're saying, will never, ever affect you. That's a luxury belief. That's what a lot of people have. That's definitely what this kid has. He has no idea what he's talking about. He even said one world government. What? Hey, man, are you George Soros? This is like Scooby-Doo. You walk up to him, you go, hey, come here. You take off his mask, and it's just George Soros, and he's like, you got me. You got me. One world government. It's just Klaus Schwab under there. It's just Klaus Schwab with George Soros on his shoulders. Tell them one world government. Shh. I'm going to tell them. One world government? Hey, wait a second. I heard a Hungarian accent. Oh no. Next week on Scooby-Doo. AOC says climate change is racist. I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, when I see this, right away, I think this is the mindset. This is the mindset. You have to be thinking this a little bit. You can't just solely hate Trump, because what are the pluses of Biden? There's very few, right? Robert F. Kennedy even came out and said, another video I have, this is the funniest thing he's ever said, completely, ever. He's like, who is actually thinking about Biden, thinking he has the most cognitive ability and he's the smartest guy and he's going to take our country to the next, like, no one thinks that way. And it's true. You can't even if you voted for him, even if you don't want to see Trump, you can't possibly be thinking that. You're probably having thoughts as bold as this kid, where you're like, yeah, but you know what? Somebody else will make the decisions as long as he's in power and we're good. As long as Trump's not in there. So, probably one of his aides will make the decision, or, the VP or something. It's fine. Whatever. That's fine. They have to have these thought processes. There's no way they're like, no, what do you mean? People in their 80s live until they're 120. He has so many years ahead of him, and he's just fine. I closed my eyes, and I swear I saw him click his heels together. He's the smartest president I've ever seen in my life. No one speaks better, and nobody's having those thoughts. They can't. If they're watching TV, even if they only watch MSNBC, they still can see Biden for what he is. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Very interesting. The border thing was just like out of this world. Like, really? You okay, buddy? Are you okay? Inflation's down. What do you mean? Gas is down. Inflation's down. Hey, man. Hey. There's other things besides gas, buddy. Man, it's nice. It's nice to just be in college. You know how nice it is when the worst part of your day is that Charlie Kirk is on your campus and you get to walk up to him with a microphone and say whatever you want to him. You can flip him off and just walk away, and you go to your next class, or you don't, because who cares? And you just get Starbucks because there's probably one on the campus. What a nice life, man. What a nice life. That's why my brother wanted me to go to dorms. He wanted me to stay in a dorm, but I couldn't even, I couldn't hack it. I was too busy getting into stuff like this. I'm sorry, big bro. But, very, very funny video. I love seeing these little things. I love this. You know what? And honestly, seriously, I love this little window into how younger people think, because you don't get to see it. You are a younger person, you're unsure of your opinions, they're all forming, and by the time you know it, you're older and you've learned so much, but you never really get to see the thought process of younger people. That's one of the benefits of YouTube and channels like what Charlie Kirk has going on, is that you actually get to see how they think. I saw one where he was talking to this girl and he was saying, what is a woman? And they kept using the word woman to describe a woman. And he was like, hey, stop using the word woman in your description. You have to describe it without using the word woman. And they thought it was a trick question. They thought the question to begin with was a trick question. And he was just saying, just what is a woman? And none of them can answer. And it's just so odd. And it's so hard not to see that these kids, these schools have really been taken over. Rogan's talked about it so much. Everybody has at least seen the video once. Even if you don't know the name Yuri Bezmenov, you've for sure seen the video where he's talking about the Russians, trying successfully co-opt the education systems and infect them with Lenin and Marxist ideologies, and it's all in an attempt to weaken everything from the school system outward. Because what happens, it's like that's where the seeds are, right? That's where the beginning is. And then these people go out into the government and all these different sectors, and slowly it just erodes the country because everybody has these wild ideas that only work on paper, and when you bring them into the real world, they cause complete chaos. And that's exactly what we're seeing. But this guy, I don't think he's going to be one of those guys. He has a good head on his shoulders. He does. At least he's bold. He's bold enough. When you're this bold, he's going to have some kind of success. Something. I don't know what he's going to do. He should definitely get on YouTube. He should just make of it. He should use this video as his like intro to his podcast. That's what he should be doing. 100%. That's all he has the ability to do. He's too bold to be working in an office. He's going to say absolutely ridiculous things to people and get fired. He needs to start a podcast immediately. If anybody knows who this gentleman is, tell him to get on YouTube and Spotify immediately with the ideas that he has. But yeah, I just wanted to show that video really, really quick. Charlie Kirk does it again. He finds the most... I don't even know what to call this guy. He's real. You know, I'm not even going to call him a name. He's real. He's a real guy. This is how they really think. These are the things they really want to say. This is why they know that their party is going to stay in power, and they're fine with it. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they all thought like this. And that's not how it is. You know, you can't blanket statement like that. But I would not be surprised if this was the thought process of so many, because they really have such a hatred for Trump that they would be like, okay, so what? 10 million people are going to come in. We have no idea who they are. Okay, but if we let them in easy, they'll probably vote for Biden, right? Okay, we'll deal with that after. You know, it's almost like, you ever seen the documentary? It's on Netflix. It's called Wild Wild Country, or maybe it's called Wild Country. It has to do with, I believe, Osho, But either way, they took over a town, and they needed votes in order to win. There was some election that they were holding. They were trying to take over this town, and they just started bussing in homeless people. Bus loads of homeless people from all over the place. They said, hey, this is the place, you know, it's going to be a commune, peace and love, and this is what we're going after, and we just need you to vote. Like, you're here now, you can vote, you're eligible to vote. And they had all these people vote, and then they just kicked them out. The only difference is that the Democrats have no idea how they're going to get the people out after they vote for them. They have absolutely no clue. And they don't realize that a lot of these people are from countries where they're willing to protest way harder than a bunch of kids in a college campus, way harder than what you've seen in 2020 with BLM, way harder than anything like that. They're letting people in from countries where they go hard if they have a problem with the people in power. I'm just saying. And that's not good for anybody, you know? And they just don't realize it. That is the most toxic part of blue, no matter who. You know, a lot of people always say, you know, people who like Trump, they have this, they're willing to watch Trump do anything and they're okay with it. And that's just not true. It's really not. And I know I have a bias towards Trump. I know, but it's really not true. If people saw Trump, if people who support Trump saw Trump doing exactly what, if Trump's ideas aligned exactly with Biden's ideas of what to do with the border, people would be like, what is going on here? And they would call him out. If his ideas just linked up directly with Biden, he was exactly like Biden, and he went and became a Democrat. Like, there's so many things that he could do, just small things that people would go, hey, I don't like what this guy's doing anymore. Like, I don't know. I think, listen, if you think that way about Trump supporters, then this is going to fall on deaf ears, obviously. But I'm telling you, if he did a bunch of stuff, if he was found out to be doing a bunch of stuff that was against everything that he stands for and the MAGA movement stands for, people would be up in arms. Of course they wouldn't be like, well, like, let's just get him in first. They'd be like, what do I want him in for? I thought he was going to save America. If he's not going to save America, I don't want him in. But Democrats, they can look at Biden and be like, I don't know what he's going to do to America, but he's not Trump. And I just have this visceral emotion to Trump, and this guy who's going to get in office, he can do whatever he wants to the country. It's a completely different mentality. How did I get here based on the clip you just watched? I don't know. I'm just talking here. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Other than that, I'm out.